Going to call up Jamie to do a stand-up session before we announce the awards.
Is it? Can you hear me back there? Can you lower the volume, please? They can still hear me. Okay, great. I think some of us got the joke. Guys, I love blogs, okay? I've been blogging for about 10 years now. But I can't say the same thing for bloggers, right? They somehow, and I have experienced it myself, I have heard, I've been told, bloggers don't respond well to instructions, right? So let's just try this out, okay? Let's just try this out. If you love blogs, raise your hands. See, I've told you, they don't respond well to instructions. Look around. Okay, I'll ask you, who loves blogs? You have to repeat, you have to say, you have to answer, we love blogs, okay? Who loves blogs? No, guys, come on, louder. A little more louder, please. We love blogs. See, you guys are not listening. I told you, bloggers don't take instructions well. Okay, who loves bloggers? Nobody. See, I told you, right? Can I have the presentation as well, please? My name is Jamshed Rajan. Pretty long name for somebody 165 centimeters. And I mean the height, huh? Guys, come on. You perverts. Hey, don't stare at me, lady. You know, I work for Nimbuzz, like they said. I blog at ouchmytoe.com. Okay, I'm an upcoming stand-up comedian. That's what they are saying. I've told them that I've already come. Right? So, what are we going to do? The next one. Great. I know, that image doesn't belong here. But I've heard, I have said, and I've written that sex sells, right? So I thought, let me just use a sexy image over there, okay? So over the next 30 minutes, we're going to make fun of bloggers, blogging, and blogs. You might get offended, let me tell you. If you will get offended, if you feel you will get offended, go F. Or go multiply, right? Right? Okay. Some of you may not get the joke. It's okay. Just ask the person sitting next to you. Okay? It's okay. You know, we are bloggers, right? Now, before I tell you what is on the agenda, let me tell you what credentials do I have to be standing here and talking about blogging, blogs, and bloggers. I've been blogging for 10 years, like I said. And I tell you, Google still owes me money. They're waiting for it to be $100 before they can dispatch the check. Right? I've been blogging for 10 years, like I said. I have a blog on dieting. And I get about 100 plus K visitors daily. Oh, wait, no. Not 100 plus K, 100 plus kg visitors daily. Right? Now, these are my credentials. What do I blog on? I blog on the material that my wife gives me, right? We've been married for about 8 years, and she continuously gives me this material to blog on. There are a few things she has stopped giving me. I wouldn't get into that. Right? So, let's talk about the W's and H of blogging. What is blogging? I think, guys, can somebody alert the people who are still having coffee and tell them what an awesome session they're missing? Right? So, what is a blog? If you ask me, I think blog is like a pretty girl. A blog is a pretty girl because every Tom, Dick, and Harry can comment on her. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry can say, I am linked to her. Right? And it is difficult to maintain a blog, let me tell you that. Right? Let me tell you, it is difficult to maintain a blog. She is like a pretty girl. Now, when and why a blog? There are many reasons why we start blogging. You just join an organization and they've not done the work on you yet. Right? You want to find a girlfriend, but you cannot talk to save your life. So the only way you can find a girlfriend is by writing. You already have a girlfriend. You cannot communicate with her. Only way you can do it is by blogging. You just have had a baby. Your wife has started ignoring you. You start a blog, right? She asks you for a solitaire, you start a blog. Everything said and done, guys, people start blog simply because they want to write or they want to make money, right? Now, who can blog? Let me tell you, every asshole can blog. In fact, the bigger the asshole, the better the blog. Look around. Look around, you guys. Look at all those popular bloggers sitting here. Right? Generally in the front rows. Yeah? Now, how do you blog? How do you blog? From your seats, of course. Right? But again, how do you identify a blogging platform? Any website that ends in press, or ends in type, or ends in is a blogging platform. Just go there and start one, right? There is one very mandatory requirement if you want to start a blog. You know what that is? An email address. There are two things that you don't need to start a blog. You know what that is? Intelligence and writing skills. Email is mandatory, let me tell you. Now, you have decided to start a blog. Can anybody guess who that is? I'm not thirsty, but I've seen all the good speakers drink water in the middle of a session. You know? Okay. So now you decided to create a blog, right? Choosing a topic is very, very important. And I'll tell you why. Choosing a topic is like choosing a spouse. For a man to choose a girl, say that is a girl I'm going to get married to, it's very easy. There are 4 things she should like. Cricket, chicken, beer, and sex. Right? But for a girl to actually say, hey, that's a guy I want to get married to, you know the test he has to pass? It is a very difficult decision. The guy has to be attentive. He should be a listener. He should be handsome. He should love her. He should love her parents. He should be ambitious. He should be honest. He should be trustworthy. He should be loyal. After all these conditions are met, she decides, yes, that's a guy I'm going to marry. Right? That is how big the decision of choosing a topic is for your blog. At least the lady can divorce later if she goes wrong. As a blogger, if you go wrong, you will forever be that guy who started a topic, who started a blog on the topic, dog poops. Right? The lady can go back, you cannot. That is why choosing a topic is very, very important, guys. Though, sometimes a random, quick topic chosen can land you as a category topper. I have a friend, I wouldn't name, I was told not to, promote friends. So, he blogs on the implications of nanotechnology, and he's a category topper, media quotes him, etc. The implications of nanotechnology on children born to Gujaratis settled in Chennai. That is his blogging topic, right? And he's doing really, really well. Where did I keep the... Oh, yeah. Now, you've chosen the topic for your blog, writing. Let me tell you, again, very, very important. There are two things that don't get passed down hereditarily. Don't get passed down from generation to generation. Do you know that? The two things. Can anybody guess? One is impotency. Very difficult to pass on to the generation. Right? Next is writing skills. So guys, keep working, keep banging on your keyboard, keep writing till you become a writer. Right? And let me tell you, God wants us to write. God actually wants us to write. If He didn't want us to write, why did He make those PCs with keyboards? And have you seen those keyboards? There are alphabets mentioned on those small keys. He wants us to write. And He's tried giving us a second hint because some of us were not taking His first hint. Have you tried opening Microsoft Word? It is an empty screen. It is an indication for us to write. Correct? Now, let us say you start writing. Or let us say you don't want to start writing. Let me get your interest going in writing. Writing is a bit like sex. Did I catch your attention yet? Yeah? Bloggers. Writing is a bit like sex. First, you do it for yourself. You enjoy it. Then you do it for your friends. And then you do it for strangers for money. Right? Some of you didn't understand, that's okay. Now let's say you wrote your blog. How do you get readers? Let me tell you, getting readers is very, very difficult. I'll tell you what I did. I went to the About Me section of my blog and changed the name from Jamshed Rajan to PJ Woodhouse. And shared the link with my wife. And I said, check out PJ Woodhouse's blog. She asked me, didn't he die in 1975? I said, yeah, but the blog was started in 1974, 1 year before he died. She was a little suspicious initially. But because I held on, she started reading and she really, really enjoyed it. She loved it. 10 days later, I told her that it was not PJ Woodhouse's blog, it was mine. She dropped it like a hot potato the very next day. Right? So getting readers, very, very difficult. Maybe this is why we bloggers are such shameless self-promoters. Such shameless self-promoters. The other day, my mom called me. Aur beta, kaise ho? I said, Mom, I'm fine. How are you? How have you been doing? She says, if you want to know more, go to my blog. Right? Now, talking about promotions, right? Some of us have a few readers anyway, right? Most of our, the bloggers that start off, your first readers are mostly your parents, your brothers and sisters, right? So, engaging with them is very easy. If your readers are your parents, your brothers and your sisters, you can just engage with them at the dining table in the evening, right? Otherwise, engaging is a difficult art. You have your readers, you picked up a topic, you started blogging, you're getting readers, now how do you engage? Right? Okay. How do you engage? Let me tell you, sleeping with your readers is not engagement. Not at all. Right? And let me tell you, it happens. There are blogs that earn a lot of money, enough money to help buy Ferraris, which in turn help you in sleeping with your readers. Let me, there's a friend of mine, Mr. Amit Agrawal, pretty popular blogger sitting here right in front of us. Someday I hope to ask him, what happens first? Do they first read his blog and then sleep with him? Or when they're sleeping with him, does he tell, hey, check out my blog? Right? So, Sleeping is not engaging. Now, if you cannot sleep, what can you do? You can call your readers to CCD and probably play a footsie over coffee. Or you could write all those comments, respond to their comments, go to their blogs, etc. Right? All of this is engaging with readers. Right? I engage with my readers too. The other day, I got an email from a reader of mine. He said, Jamie, your blog is awesome. I replied back to him, saying, yeah, it writes itself. Then he responded back, sorry, what I meant was, you write awesome. I said, thank you. Right? What I do to engage with my readers is, the moment I create a blog post, within the next half an hour, I'll log out and create multiple IDs and leave lots of comments. This helps the people who are coming on to my blog and say, wow, this guy posted 1 hour back and he's already got 4 comments. And suddenly, they also start commenting. So my blog is not affected by the empty restaurant syndrome, right? I'm getting a timer, so let's move to getting famous. Let me tell you, it is only in blogosphere that somebody who's popular is also lonely. It is only in blogosphere. If you are not lonely, why would you blog so much in the first place? Right? You have no idea how lonely I am. Though it could also be related to the fact that I'm married to the same girl for the last 8 years. I have 2 kids and I work in a startup. Right? How to be famous, how to be popular. Just start thinking that you are popular. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Keep thinking you are popular, just like me. And I'm telling you, I assure you, by the 4th year, you'll start believing that you're a popular blogger. Yeah? And what happens inside of your house is a clear indicator of your popularity outside. If you're becoming infamous inside your house because of your blog, it means you're getting popular outside. Some of the questions my wife asks me, right? Why is Sweetu sharing all of your blog posts on her Facebook wall? Who is this girl, Sangeeta, who keeps commenting on every post of yours? Right? This means my blog is getting popular outside of my house. Now, all this happens when my wife is in my house. When she is not in my house, you know what I do? I engage with readers. Thank you, guys. You've been a great audience. Thank you so much.